All right, everybody. Welcome back to a new series of Titans franchise. This one's gonna be heavily gameplay focused. We're starting in the off season, technically the playoffs. I simmed to the Super Bowl. I did not sim the real life results of the Titans game, so I don't know. I think they definitely lost to the Jags, so we beat the Jags in this. So we're going to look at the playoff picture, see how that all shaped up. But as you can see, we got Eagles, Patriots, Super Bowl. And we'll just take a look at the bracket. It was Patriots, Chargers, Eagles, Rams. Okay. Wow, the Bears never make the playoffs from week 16. That's insane. Detroit actually won the division. All right. Well, anyway, we are just gonna quickly move along, as most awards stay the same. Oh my god, and it is a 41-30 game. Drake May beat the Eagles. Wow, 12-time AFC champion. That's insane to think about. I think the offensive rookie of the year stuff changes pretty frequently. Matt Stafford retires after an MVP. No one would ever have thought that. We're gonna stick it out with our offensive coordinators. We're just gonna move to next week where we gotta possibly re-sign some of these guys on the team. Like Peter Skoronski on an option. He actually wants to be here. What are his motivations? What do we have to accomplish next year? Technically, we are 3-0 under Joe Schmo. That's good for him. We just gotta find our franchise QB, and hopefully that's Cam Ward. Okawono. No, he's from Maryland. I'm thinking of the guy from Oklahoma. He wants to be here. He's star development tight end. We're gonna hope we could turn him into a beast. Amani Hooker actually wants to be here. He can end his career at Titan. He'd be 34 by the time his contract's up. Kaiir Elam, a famous corner from Florida for throwing a LSU receiver's shoe. Takes that. I'm all for these long-term deals with these guys that could develop. Now Arden Key, it's like, he doesn't even want to be here. Because if guys are willing to be here now, they deserve to be here when we're on top. That's the way I look at it. We will get a new kicker and punter for sure. As we move to free agency, we got 120 million in cap room. And before we do any of that, let's take a look at this team. We went 5-12. We were the 5th overall pick in the draft, based on the sim. And we have Cam Ward, number 1 overall pick, star development quarterback. He's 6'2". He's a scrambler. He's not the fastest, but he can move. He's got an alright arm, and just a very raw prospect right now still. And we're gonna look to turn him into the next NFL great. This first episode is probably gonna be the longest, as it's probably gonna be. We'll probably play the first episode, or the first game, and then the rest will fly by. It will be like just game at a time. But this one being the off season, Try and get some gameplay. Xavier Restrepo. Wow, they actually got Restrepo. That's cool. We're gonna try and make him a good slot receiver for sure. Not a lot of receivers. Tosh Spears. Tajay Spears. I believe his contract. Did he get a? Does he have like a 5th-year option? No, we just get him for 1 more year. Okay, that makes sense. Gabe's a 3rd-round pick in 2023, and then Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard. I already forgot to say it. When he's not a Cowboy, I already forgot how to say his name. He also has 1 more year on his deal, so we have our running backs at least for another year. Maybe we try and turn Khalil Mullins into something. Power back out of Michigan. Kind of took Donovan Edwards' job throughout the season. The offensive line is rough. Other than Skoronski and Latham, Lloyd Cushenberry, is all right. He's young. 2 young tight ends. We just locked up Okonkwo. That's how you say it. Okonkwo. Long term, so that'll be good. Defensively, Cody Barton is good, but he's also pretty old. He's 29 years old. How long do we have him for? I'm looking at all these stats. 2 more years, so he'll be around for a bit. Pending a trade. Jeffrey Simmons is the star of this team. Ooh. We have Kevin Winston Jr., rookie out of Penn State. I think that means Xavier Woods is going to get moved on from this offseason. All right. Let's look at the free agency class. It never ends up being that good. No one that really wants to be here. Travis Kelce, funny enough, would want to be here. He'd be a great weapon for Cam Ward. DJ Reader is another one. These are signings for a year. Just to make the team better. I'll offer him a 2-year deal. He could end his career in Tennessee. I don't really need a fullback. I'm not going to need another running back. I'll tell you what, though, Rob Havenstein, right tackle, would be a guy. I'd give him a 1-year deal, too. Although the 49ers do want him in San Fran. Ivan Pace hit the market. And that is a deal I do not mind offering at all. He will be the next Cody Barton on this team. Do we have any true edge guys? That might be something we look at in the draft. But I will bring Arnold Ebitike. I butchered that for sure. But he's fairly cheap for DN money and for what he could be. And let's find out who we all get. We get 4 of the 5. We only lost out on Havenstein. Okay. But these are all the guys that we have now. Those are all the moves we're gonna make for now, for sure. Now Travis Kelce gonna be a mentor. 2 tight end sets are gonna be our friend with the lack of receivers. We're gonna change our scheme here. For sure. That the West Coast zone run. We're gonna find the best scheme for our players. I mean, this is like Madden, so it really doesn't matter. That actually was the best. And the 3 forfeit is nice. 90% actually. I want to go 4-3. I'm gonna go 4-3. Okay, both my edges are scheme fits. The defensive tackles aren't. We have 3 guys there, so corner. Oh, and also Legarius Steed, got to point out, absolute dog. 94 speed. How long do we have him? 2 more years. Okay, that's good. We also have Will Levis, who is hurt. Tore his rotator cuff. Wow. I can't believe he's already 27. I know he was like kind of like an old draft pick, but all right, let's go to the draft. We got the 5th overall pick. And this move is very much going to change the shape of our team. Top 5 pick. I don't see us going cornerback. That's a weakness. I know I said about edge rusher, but we do have edge rushers. We don't necessarily have the guy. But who knows if, oh, wow. The mock draft shot us down. We're down at 7. I'm so sorry. Moreno goes number 2. He was an edge rusher. We got Bobby House. A receiver this high would not be that bad. But I look at the edge, Bobby House. Solid all around. Let's look. We go left tackle here. Scott Gordon out of Alabama, pass protector. This looks like a solid move. He's got pretty decent athleticism, good awareness and pass block. This is going to be our move. Really get an offensive lineman here for Cam Ward. It was a reach, but still think it was good enough. A lot of receivers came off the board now. Ooh, Jamal Peterson's here. Very raw athletic potential there. And same here with CJ Carmichael. I should not have went left tackle first. There's 2 great tackles here. And it just depends, do I want I think Jamal Peterson, I mean, he's elite in 4 categories. He has like top 10 combine and everything. Carmichael is elite, but great in a lot, but he was like top 5 in almost everything. I think either way, they're going to get moved around. I say we go with Peterson. We go best player available. He was 84. We got him at 39. He is hidden development as well. Where does end up going? To the Dolphins? We'll find out. Tight end, not the move. Quarterback, definitely not the move. A linebacker here wouldn't be bad. But I do like the idea of getting our edge rusher here. He's a very power guy, Tom Jensen. This guy doesn't really need to start. That's one thing here we got to look at. I think we just go with the younger guy. That was another reach, but I mean, we've drafted a lot of third round rated guys, but I mean, overall, I think we're doing all right. Amir Ross out of Duke. Or Owen Morgan. Well, Owen Morgan has horrible release. So I'm going to go with the cornerback, Amir Ross. That was a reach. That was bad. We really dipped. But a 92, 5'11 corner. .6'3" out of Appalachian State, but runs a 5'5" or 4'5". Owen Morgan runs a 4'4". We looked at earlier, I think. What about Marvin Applewhite, 6'3" out of Ohio State? Not that fast. I like to look at like a special teamer here. A corner with poor speed, he's gonna get moved to safety for sure. Marcus Calhoun. Oh, was he the one I looked at? No, they both have poor speed. Okay. Oh, shit. Cal Wiener out of Georgia. Good speed. 6'2". A3 guy. Hidden development. Cal Wiener might be our steal of the 5th round. Oh, 4th round. Damn, that was a 4th round pick. I don't know. It was technically a reach, but technically a steal. That was a reach. For sure. I think that's just, I'm going to round out the draft there. I made some pretty decent picks. Not really, but these players aren't bad by any means. Like, my 1st round pick was kind of a miss. My 2nd round pick was definitely a hit. Jensen was all right. The Ross pick, Oh, no, that was, okay. Yeah, that was 5th round. 1st pick. Wiener was a steal. Everything else was meh. Joe Schmo, not a bad draft as head coach and GM. Now I think we just go to free agents. Take a look. Jalen Coker. Braden Swinson is always in free agency. Greg Lane, always in free agency. Trey Cabrera, undrafted free agent. Kobe King's chilling here. Taj Beasley, superstar development. 93 speed. He's only 5'10". He's going to be definitely that nickel corner role. But superstar development, you cannot beat that. And then Corey Black is just going to be like a gunner, ideally. And, so, first I'm going to go through coach abilities. That's first and foremost. We're going to upgrade, leveling up our staff, and player development. We got to get camp counselor here and after school tutor. But we definitely got to upgrade the camp count. Oh, that's after school tutor. Fuck. All right, so those are the three abilities we're running with here early. Heavily focused on the player development of this team right now. Are we running half pads? Don't want to risk injuries. That's very important. Kind of hurts the XP growth, but I don't really care. All right, I'm gonna quickly roll through training camp because yeah, I don't want you guys to have to deal with that, but I will show you some of the results, I guess. And superstar development for Cam Ward. That is huge for going into next season. Alrighty, training camp wrapped up finally. Ooh, position battle. Who wants the starting job? Yeah, we'll talk after preseason. Sorry, Will. Yeah, you're not starting, but I don't know how to say that any more clearly. A lot of trades happening throughout the preseason. Interesting. All right, we got to cut 7 guys, or at least practice squad 7 guys. I think one that includes Trevor Siemian. You're gone. Oh yeah, by the way, if I forgot to add, Cam Ward got superstar development from the training camp, so that's great. When it comes to running backs, I'm happy with this. Dan Moore, I'm probably going to start Peterson. So just something to think. Oh, we have a lot of depth on the edge here, so this makes sense. And all this is going to mean we're going to have a very young roster. Moore is no, you're not ready. What was that fucking creepy, eerie music for? Jesus. All right, well, we could finally hop into some gameplay. First game, we're taking on the Raiders, the team that holds the -- 1 pick in real life. I don't believe they did in this year's draft. I'm gonna put trust in coordinators' play sheets, even though I'm probably not gonna run them. We are gonna focus on trying to run the football, but at the end of the day, who knows what that beholds? We will look at the training camp, or I'm sorry, the lineup pregame. We'll find out who truly. He still has a torn rotator cuff. Oh no. I think Calvin Ridley gets shipped off. Possibly. Did have a 1,000-yard season the year before, and in Jacksonville, 1,000-yard year now. We got him for 2 more years. It's a lot of money. We're gonna definitely get our production out of him though. Restrepo's gonna be our slot guy. That connection between him and Ward is there. Let's go through the upgrades. See all the skill points. Cal Wiener gets 5. Beasley gets 5. Peterson. All these guys. We upgrade the team. I'm gonna have to redo the depth chart again. Cal Wiener might have already been the best receiver on this team now. Cam Ward is sitting at a 69 overall, which is not great, but is something. Scott Gordon is starting at right guard. So we move our first round pick in at guard. It doesn't look good from a GM perspective, but we're starting Winston Jr. at thing. We're gonna get rid of Xavier Woods for sure. What do we want in return? Whoa, ooh, let's go back. Second here. Do I have a kicker and punter? I do. Harvin and Young Ho Koo. Okay, I forgot to do that. I also don't have a long snapper, but we're gonna ride that out. This is the lineup we're rolling with. Beasley better be slot corner. Yeah, okay. Taj Beasley is going to be getting those reps there. And then Mullins is going to be our gadget player. Oh, and Restrepo is getting slot reps. All right, we got game one. First, the Las Vegas Raiders in Vegas. They have a lot of talent on this team. And we're just going to rock the normal away jerseys. Allegiant Stadium, Charles Woodson in the building. As you can see, last year both these teams were dumpster fires. I think those records are from 2023. So not exactly accurate, but still, both teams were awful the following year anyway. As we hop in, we're kicking off, starting off on defense. And a great tackle there by, I want to say Dyke, but I don't know how to say it. Gardner Minshew's the starter here in Las Vegas. And that is going to be something that's good for us right now. That is good to know. But when you have a weapon like Brock Bowers to throw to, it can make a lot of quarterbacks that aren't necessarily good be good. So we got to watch that. They can also try and lean on a run game. Their offensive line isn't great. Oh, but he finds a man wide open over the middle. Turn down the game volume a little bit. Screen pass. Oh, I just tackled my own player. That's Trey Tucker. Oh, I'm sorry. Not Trey Tucker. Dom Shaw. Just a rookie. Breaks away, and the Raiders are moving. And I'm flailing all over the place as Ashton Genty runs it all the way to the 8 on his first carry. Pulls away 21-yard run. And Genty again, right side, he's gone. And the Raiders absolutely destroy our defense on the opening drive. And they didn't even try and lean on that run game that much, like till the very end. Gardner Minshew ran or pushed them down that field. Harris back to return. He's wrapped up at the 25. And Cam Ward will go out. Not a great first year, but not a horrible one. And that's something a lot of rookies go through anyway, especially number 1 overall picks. But here we are, 1st and 10 from the 25. Hand off to Pollard. We get a yard. We definitely upgraded the offensive line a little bit. RPO screen pass to Cal Wiener, our 5th round pick. Comes away with the grab and gets our first down of the season. Cal Wiener, he's going to be our Puka Nacua 5th round steal. Pollard again spins around one Raider and has a lane down the left side. We're in Raider territory at the 41. A great start here already. Restrepo in. We're going to dump it off to him underneath. Xavier Restrepo wide open and out of bounds to the 30. Really returning the favor here early. Max Crosby sitting at a linebacker role. The run game is not there. They are all over that. We do have the addition of Travis Kelce. We have to remember that. He has got to be the big factor at receiver. I like Wiener. I like Io Manor. I like Ridley. Going over the middle to a wide open Wiener. That's going to be fun to say. Cal Wiener has us all the way to the 3-yard line on our opening series. And Pollard cannot punch it in. And Wiener again has it in. Has it in. He caught it. Touchdown. His first of his long and hopeful career. I mean, he's starting out one of the best receivers on this team because of training camp. So I have high hopes for his future. But now we got to see that defense come together again. Get a stop, hopefully. Our defense has a lot of holes. That's something we're going to have to realize. I got to call plays by formation. We light them up over the middle, but great separation. Dom Shaw. He's had a few grabs here early. The pass rush is just not getting to him. That time it does! It's incomplete, but still a huge play. Wide open Bowers. Luckily, he goes out of bounds. 3rd and 4. We're going to send pressure. They're going empty. Minshew is a very experienced quarterback, though, so pressure, we'll see how it affects him. He got Bowers wide open in the flat and got just enough for a first down. We are very much outmatched in personnel. I went nickel. They have 3 tight ends, but we are going to send pressure again. It comes, and Beasley is right there. His first deflection. Could have been a chance at his first pick in just his first game. Hand it off left side to Genty. Breaks 1 tackle. Has a blocker. Down the left side in space. Spinning through tackles. But finally wrapped up at the 22. I think a note for this game is I'm changing my defensive playbook to a team that actually runs a 4-3. We end the first quarter. It's only 7-7, but there's been plenty of offense on both sides. Here we are, 1st and 10. And Cody Barton almost had it. I almost user picked it. Or had a user pick, however you want to phrase it. But just off his hand. Screen pass left side. Can't get Genty down, but he goes out of bounds. Hopping over Elam. 3rd and 4. Changing the play here consistently. 2 guys there, right? Bunched up on the right. And Bowers unfazed by the contact. I think he absolutely rumbles his way in. And Raiders are 2 for 2 on drive so far. Another 9-play, 3-minute drive, pretty much. Harris back to return. We get up to the 27, so another long road ahead of us. We got to try and get this run game going. That's the only way we're going to be able to consistently stay with them stride for stride as Pollard breaks away. Gets us to the 46, and that is a great first run. I'll stick with the play calling here. I like Wiener on the post. Oh, Cam Ward has to run away from pressure. He has all the room in the world to run, though, as Crosby drags him out of bounds at the Raider 30. We are in great position now. Three-yard run there. The run game being our best friend here on this drive. Pollard powers forward to the 22. And a 3rd and 2 to go. In the flat for Restrepo. Comes down with the first down grab. And we are now in the red zone at the 18. Pollard dragged down 2nd and inches from the 8. I like this goofy screenplay. Ridley in space. He's going to take it in for the score and tie it up pending the extra point. And it's drilled, so it's 14 apiece here. We have our own 7-play, 3-minute drive. And we just have to, stay healthy right there. You just saw the injury. Good return from the Raiders. They get up to the 30-yard line. It is 1st and 10 from the 29. Genty wrapped up pretty quickly. Made one man miss, but we were able to rally around, bring him down fairly quickly. 2nd and 7. Another run. Makes another man miss. He's just unstoppable. Finally get him down. The 47. Kevin Winston already got his 3rd tackle on the day. Play action. Goes to his other tight end, who breaks all multiple tackles. Gets 8 yards. Handoff. Has room up the middle. Gets an easy first down. He has 5 rushes for 87 yards. They haven't been giving him the ball that much, but he is certainly doing the most with every carry he's gotten. 2-minute warning. It's 14 apiece here in Vegas. Let's see what happens next. Minshew just takes off himself and runs it all the way to the 15. Holding on to that football. And no matter what we do, we cannot stop this Raiders offense. But the only good thing about that is also they can't stop our offense. So time is going to be the main factor here. 40 seconds. And a sack here. It'll be 3rd and 11 now for Minshew and the Raiders. Gonna hopefully drop back 7 in coverage and just have our 4 guys try and get there. Makes a few people miss. 4th and 3 from the 8. We call our first timeout. With about 25 seconds. 24. Joey Slyer, former kicker, puts them in the lead. We get a good return here from Harris. It's possible. Down the left side. We get up to the 38-yard line with 20 seconds and 2 timeouts. A lot can happen. We can definitely try and tie this up. That first play is not good, though. I took a sack. I was going to take off. But Max Crosby was just there. Going for Cal Wiener over the middle. Can't hang on. That was a very tight window. We pretty much got one play left. Going for Restrepo. That's incomplete. I say we, yeah, I was going to say we throw up a Hail Mary here. We got Wiener downfield. He's got a block. We're going to throw it back. Kelsey got it and goes down at the 29. And that's how we end the half. So, overall, a decent play. We're down at halftime, though. 14-17. We're back from half. We're getting the ball to start the second half. We boot it. This time, I want to say his name's Dyke. Gets the return. I'll have to look that up. It's DK. Okay. Oh, now I've just sounded like a horrible person. We start from the 30. Pollard with a running lane over the middle. Takes it right to midfield. Play action. Restrepo gets nothing. Gets lit up right away. They were all over that. We got Travis Kelsey over the middle. Probably his first impact play. I have to scramble out, do something, make a play out of bounds. An injury timeout, though, it's going to be J.C. Latham. At least it's not Cam Ward. Still a huge loss. 1st and 10 from the 39. Pollard gets 2. I kind of like double jumped cut. And there was a hole there. I just stood in it instead of going through it. 2nd and 8 from the 37. Underneath the Kelsey, wide open. Got a few blocks. And just enough to outrun someone to the 19-yard line. I like Wiener here. Oh, that's a pick. Yep, that was thrown straight to Kenneth Murray Jr. Oh, that was a bad read. First mistake of the series. And the way we have yet to stop this Raiders offense, so a huge stop there early. That mistake hopefully doesn't prove to be that costly. Minshew slides down after a good gain there of 5. Puts him in good position here for 3rd and 6. Wide open over the middle. Complete. Trey Tucker. And that's 23 yards. Puts him at the 41. Oh, I'm out of my zone. And they took advantage of it. I absolutely fell for the play action there. They're just going to move down the field. The defense is in shambles. I knew that turnover. That's going to cost us the rest of the game. He is flipped over his face. Gonna give us 3rd and short. We're gonna force another field goal here. I know how to stop a QB sneak. Oh, I lied. Oh, I didn't lie. 4th and inches. They are gonna go for it. This is the game right here. And Ashton Genty gets through, gets a 1st down. And we lose Simmons. No, never mind. I thought Simmons were 97. Okay. 1st and 10 from the 17. And Ashton Genty just powers his way down to the 5. You lose our free agent, Arnold Ebitiki. Ebitiki. I don't know how to say his name. I don't know how to say a lot of names. Simmons gets him down at the 1. Going goal line here. We need to stop this run. Simmons is there. He lights him up. He'll lose his first TFL. The first time being tackled in the backfield. We head to the 4th quarter down by 3. And a huge... we need to keep him out of the end zone right here. That's the most important thing right now. They're going to throw it. The ball's free. Oh, the Raiders recover. So they're going to get a field goal attempt with Joey Sly to make it a 6-point game. And it is going to be a 6-point game. So a touchdown and an extra point will give us the lead. And our offense had no problem moving the ball, but that mistake on the interception I threw. DK gets us to the 30. So, good starting field position, or just normal starting field position. And Pollard breaks away down the middle. He's going to take it 70 yards to the house. And we're going to take the lead with this extra point. And it's 21-20. Just like that, this game's flipped on its head. That return stopped short to the 21. Ashton Genty's has 120 rush yards, 27 receiving yards. Overall, just an amazing day. For both offenses in general. But we need our defense to come up big one more time. Break it tackles again! Gets 19 yards on the first play. We cannot allow that to happen. Good stop there. Simmons he's got his X factor. He easily gets through. Question is, can he make a play? No, that's going to be his X factor gone. And just continues to power forward. What is this? Bob Shaw. Gets it to Genty in the flat. He's only going to get 2 yards. He goes out of bounds. So still benefits us. Genty in space gets brought down at the 34. And Barton lights him up. That's our captain right there on defense, making a huge stand right there. They are in field goal range, so they have a chance to take the lead. But he has Brown again over the middle. This time it was complete. Puts him in the red zone. Four-yard run. This game's been full of excitement back and forth the whole way. This is what I kind of expected, you know, between two really bad teams. Maybe we would have came out and dominated, but clearly the defense is not up to par. First and goal from the 3. Offsides. A free play anyway. And Genty's just going to take it outside. I completely whiffed. It's going to be a touchdown, Raiders. They're going to have a chance to go for 2 here. To take a take a 7-point lead. That's my free agent signing. It was me, but Ivan pays with the flag. The 2-point conversion to make it a 7-point game. Pressure comes. Ball's out again. This time, scooped up by the Raiders again. If we would have had a chance to return that, that would have been very good. A field goal could have tied it, but good blocks on the return. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Already in great field position. Pollard gets a yard. Absolutely stuffed. He's had a great day running the ball. Even if you cancel out that carry, he's had a solid day. Cam Ward has room to run. That left side is wide open like the ocean. Let's take it out of bounds inside the Raider 41. They're moving Max Crosby all over the place. 2-yard run there. 2-minute warning. Clock. Becoming a huge factor now. But a touchdown and a 2-point conversion will put us in our right position. We do have to score a touchdown. And Pollard is lit up. 3rd and 8. Young quarterback needs to show me something here, but Max Crosby just annihilated the play. And now the game comes down to probably this play. Pollard does get the first, although he took a monster hit. I don't mind taking my time. Just not too much time. Okonkwo's wide open over the middle. But no, it's tipped up and almost intercepted by Eric Stokes. That could have been huge either way. We're going to go screen pass here to Pollard. He's got a block in space. Tons of space down the left side, out of bounds at the 11. With just a minute, less than a minute to go. And we're just 11 yards away from taking the lead. Underneath to Restrepo. Gets a few blocks. Gets us to the 6-yard line. $22 seconds. No Raiders timeouts. Restrepo's open again. Caught down at the 1. We'll burn our first timeout. And Pollard punches it in for the lead. And we're going to go for 2 here. Make it a field goal game. I'm going to roll out right with Ward. Can he outrun him? He can. It's going to be a 3-point lead. 15 seconds remain. We're going to power squib this. And we flatten the returner. Big game here. We just kind of got to play some prevent. Minshew gotta try and scramble, gets 3 yards, and they burn their first time out. Oh shit, Minshew really running, but that's the game! Time has expired, and we survive a week 1 thriller versus Vegas to get our first win and start 1-0 for probably the first time in... the Titans don't start 1-0 very often. But a great start. Tony Pollard really lit up the stat sheet with that 70-yard run. And Cam Ward played an astounding game. I don't think he threw that many incompletions if we look at the stats. 73.7% completion percentage. He was 14 for 19. I did throw the pick. Minshew looked very good for the Raiders too. But running the ball, Genty and Pollard both looked great. They really leaned on that run game later in the game, but didn't necessarily net the same results because he already had like 100 yards off 6 carries. But I mean, he still ran the ball great, I guess. Both 2 touchdowns apiece. Receiving, no, really. Both teams, we really spread the ball around. I mean, Cal Wiener made great plays to start the game. Ridley also had a huge grab. His 1 8-yard touchdown off that screen. Just a great start as we will go back to the menu. Yeah. NFL team pass. I don't care. Upgrades to follow. And that will be it for episode 1 of Titans franchise as we take over year 2. Well, technically year 1, but the offseason. Cam Ward's second year. We got a lot to look forward to going into next episode. We play my favorite team, the Washington Commanders. And then we play Indianapolis, a divisional contest the following week. But you'll have to stay tuned for Commanders next week. Well, not next week. Next episode won't be a week from now, I promise. Hope you guys enjoyed. And see you guys next time. Peace.